day 15. It's actually the next day, since I uploaded day 14, but since I'm recording this at the start of day 15, I'm not sure if this will get out today. It's just after 4 p.m. right now. I have usually I'm not on this early, but I got a bunch of stuff done this morning, so I have a bunch of time to myself. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to see if I can download Blender or something. So I was on Reddit, I was looking around, and I was like, man, I really just want to get straight into Live 2D because I know it's like a different beast, and maybe I'll just start there. I was like, but the trial is like 42 days, and I was like, that's a while, and then maybe I can always create another email to get another trial or something. And then I saw it was only like $15, and I'm like, well, if I really need to, $15 a month. Well, $15 a month. It's like, that's not too bad if I just need to like pay $15 to get it, have it for a month, and then just cancel the subscription or whatever. And then I found out there's a free version. How come I've never heard of this? Like, I can just use the free, like, I mean, I probably can't do much with it, but I'm not trying to do much. But there is a free version, and I've never heard of this. So to get it is really confusing. You have to like go to the website, then you have to, it keeps telling you about the trial, but everything links you to the download page to where you would download the 42-day trial. But the 42-day trial, the real product, and the free version are all the same. It's all the same download button. So you have to go to like the download page. And I ran into another hiccup here where if you click first time user or whatever, first time download, and then you put in your email and you put in your like you're an individual, not enterprise, then the download button lights up, and when you click it, the link is broken. It's just broken. So I was like, what do I do now? Because I'm a first time user. Do they have to email me the copy or something? Well, it turns out all you have to do is just click download updates. Like pretend that you already own it. Basically just hit download updates, and then the download link works fine. And it looks like it installed the whole thing anyways for me. So it came with Live 2D Cubism, and then the viewer, which I think the viewer is for people that the website said it's for people that use Blender but need to verify assets or something. So you don't have to like download the whole thing. You can just get the viewer, but the viewer came packaged anyways. So when you launch it, it tells you about the a license, trial, and then free. And I went to their FAQ section, and it looks like if you start as the free version, you can then be the free however long you want, and then start the trial whenever you want. But if you accidentally start the trial and then switch to free, your trial your free for 42 days will continue to count down. So you do not want to hit this trial button. You want to just hit free right off the bat. So that's what I'm going to do. Start as free version. Welcome. Start as free. Okay. Using offline is available. Okay. Am I offline? Is that what it's trying to tell me? Is it because I don't have like email links or something? I'm guessing. Because it did say unlicensed when I started. So yeah. I don't really know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna probably watch some tutorials. I was planning on recording after the fact, but I just wanted to bring up those few little hiccups at the beginning in case anyone watching this also plans on working with Live 2D, or just didn't even know there was a free version, like I didn't know. So I'm gonna just cut the video here, and then maybe segue into later. So see you then. So continuing on from earlier, it's been a couple hours. I procrastinated a bit. I watched a bunch of videos as well, so not too wasteful, but I did run into a problem, and it was after I ran into the problem that I started to procrastinate, as you will see. So day 15 officially. I was peeking at Live 2D, and I started watching some videos, how you can import art, and I was like, yeah, I won't take notes. I'll just follow along, because if I make notes for every video, I'll be here, you know, forever and ever, just taking notes and not actually doing anything. So this is when I realized something. I was like, wow, everyone's importing art and not creating from the ground up like in other programs. And then I started to, because that was my plan. I was like, well, I'll learn a 3D modeling software where I can just make, you know, shapes and then stretch them or make and turn them into like the model from the ground up. And maybe I'll understand that better than drawing, which sounds crazy, but I wanted to at least try it, because if I tried and failed and realized it was harder, then I'd have more motivation to go back to drawing. And the problem I ran into is that I was like, wait, how do I make shapes in Live 2D? So I started looking at tutorial after tutorial after tutorial and just skipping through them to see, and everyone is importing art. And so I was like, do you have to upload art? And I was like, it would make sense, because Live 2D has this really kind of cool aesthetic to it, where it just kind of looks like you breathe life into art. It's very smooth, it's very flowy, and it still retains a little bit of that 2D to it, but it's 3D. I love the look of it. That's why I wanted to go with Live 2D instead of something like Blender for a 3D model, because I love the look of Live 2D. I think it looks beautiful. And I was like, oh, and it would make sense that you have to upload a 2D picture and then turn it into 3D. But no one, I never saw outright that that's how it was. And then I went to the website, and that is how it is. You have to have a 2D art piece, and then you turn that into 3D by the tools. You cannot make a shape from the ground up in Live 2D. So I have to go back to drawing. Good news is that it does make me a little more motivated to go back to drawing. I could say that easily, but I did procrastinate, because I was like, you know, I thought I would make some progress today or headway. But yeah, so I think this is currently a dead end, because I need to have like a finalized product in Clip Studio. I need to have like, not only do I need the design done, but then I have to turn the design into like clippings or something. So where like every layer, or, you know, is a different, how do I describe this? I don't know how to, you have to see it, but it's like, you know, every layer of the hair is a different, like Photoshop or Clip Studio layer. So it all kind of like blends together, but is all like rigged differently as well. It's very confusing. It looks very time intensive most of all. But yeah, I looked through Live 2D. I looked at like, I looked at most of the buttons, and I was like, yeah, you cannot create a shape. You have to like bring in a picture and, you know, edit it. So yeah, I do have to draw. I do have to learn how to draw. I can't sidestep it, which is helpful, because like I may have mentioned it before. I do want to like draw my own thumbnails one day, so I do have to learn art. I was just hoping to get this kind of what was this placeholder model in place before I wanted to get like a model quick, so I would have like a little guy in the corner, like, you know. And then do like the long-term work, but it looks like it's not that easy. So yeah, it's still only 8 o'clock. So even though I'll end the video here, I'm probably gonna watch some more videos, because I did come across this video. I might link it in the next video, but I came across a the video is all in Japanese. But it was like a speed, it was like 2x speed of someone creating this really high def VTuber model from scratch. Like they started in Photoshop or Clip Studio or whatever, and from their entire workflow was laid bare. And even though it's super sped up, it was really interesting to see like how a professional, tackles a project. Because even though they did full body and I still can't even draw a face, it was cool because they used like a oh god, what kind of brush am I thinking of? Like a watercolor maybe, and they like painted a watercolor silhouette first, and then they like added detail after detail and just kind of shaped it from nothing, which is kind of cool because I remember seeing a motivational video talking about like how with art, you might have the creativity in your head, but it's like when you try and visualize it and then try to realize it onto like actualize it on the paper, it's just like this blurry image in your head in reality. And that's how you kind of start with a silhouette, I guess, like especially with full body, or how the professionals or this professional at least was doing it, was just taking that blurry image of the silhouette and starting with that. So that's kind of cool. I'm gonna definitely watch more of that video, even though they are super talented, like unbelievably talented. But one thing they did use, I probably shouldn't use it early on. I should learn how to draw things in correct sizes. But because of the professionalism and everything having to be like symmetric and perfect, they were using what's called like the symmetry tool, and it just looks so nice. Like I guess I'm assuming some people, just because I know how people can be, I'm assuming some people would call it cheating, but it looks so nice. It just looks like it like creates like a line, and then like if I was to draw like this, it would have like a mirror thing draw it like perfectly on the other side. It'd be perfectly symmetric. And especially with VTuber models, especially with live 2D VTuber models, you have to draw the straight you have to draw the front facing pose. It has to be like perfectly aligned facing the camera kind of pose. What I'm the worst at. So I might have to try that symmetry tool. But I'm ranting now. I don't want this to be too long because the last video was 20 minutes long. I did call that at the end of the video, and it was 20 minutes long. So thanks for watching. It's a whole lot of talking for a whole lot of nothing in this video, but thanks for sticking around. I'll see you in the next one.